So today we'll be talking about another method from JavaScript called filter. This method will test each element of the array with some filter criteria, and that criteria, that whatever criteria that you will pass, it will use that. This method will require a callback function like the map, and will take three parameters like current value, which is mandatory, and index and array, these are optional. And finally, it will return a new array without impacting the original array. So let's take an example. As you can see, I have an array of numbers, and this number array contains some positive number and some negative number. So what I want a new array where it will store only the positive numbers. So basically -2 and -24, it will just eliminate. So the way I can do that, let me create a new array called positive, and which will work on numbers, and then I'll use the filter function. The filter function will take callback, and the callback method will need a value which is like this value, and then it will return if value is greater than equals to 0. With that, if I print console.log and then positive, what I'll get only the positive numbers like 100, 56, 67 and 67. If I print the original array, which is numbers, you can see that original array is not impacted. So it's basically returning you a new array. This method will definitely work on the list of on an array which contain list of objects. So let's take an example of this array which contains some employees, and now I want to create an array which will have only those employees whose employee number is greater than 50. So new employee or new employees which will run on employees. Let me get rid of this employees, and then this is a filter function that I'm going to use. The filter function will take callback function, which is the value, and this value will return value dot employee number is greater than equals to 50. Now if I print new employees, let me make my console a little big, and if I execute now, I can see it's printing only 3 employees, which is James Bond, Jackie Jones, and Jonathan Pattle, because all are having employee number which is greater than 50. Kelly Dittner, employee number is 24, which is less than 50, so that's why it's not printing that array. So this is one thing. This is the way how you can use the filter function. There is one, I would say, funny or maybe an important use case. Let's say I have a number array which is having some duplicate number. Let's say 100, 24, 12, again 24, 34, again 12, and 100. As you can see, this array is having some duplicate numbers, like 24 is having twice, 12 is having twice, and all this thing, right? So what I basically want, I want to get rid of all the duplicate numbers and create an array which will only contain the unique numbers from this array, right? So what I can do, so let me unique numbers, and then it will work on the numbers, and then this is the filter function, but this time we will we need value and index both, and then this is a callback function which will return so basically what I am looking for here is a array which will eliminate all the duplicate numbers and give me a array which contains all the unique numbers. So I can do that. Let me create the new array, unique numbers. and then I will use the filter function. This time in the callback function, I will take advantage of all the three parameters. And what this will do, let me write the code and then I'll explain. So array dot index of value equals to index. And now if I execute the new array that I've created here, the unique numbers, I can see it's containing only the unique numbers. So what's going on here? The thing going on here is that I am taking the advantage of all the three parameters that callback function will support. First is the value, which is 100. So this array dot index of value, which is basically array is this array, which is original array. So array dot index of value is 100. So this one is returning me 0, and this index is 0. So that is true. So if it is true, then 100 is getting added to the new array. In the next example, in the next value of the original array, 24. So array index of 24 is basically 1, and the index is also 1. So that's why I'm getting 24 is getting added here. For the 12, it's the same thing. It's 2 and it's 2. So it's equal. So 12 is coming here. Now here comes the beauty, 24. So array dot index of dot value for 24 is basically 1. So this is the beauty of the index of function. The index of function will give you the index of the first occurrence. Remember, the first occurrence of the element. So the element is 24. 24, the first occurrence of 24 here, which is the index 1. But we are comparing the index, we are comparing a value whose index is 3. So 1 and 3 are not equal. So this is false. So that's why 24 is not added anymore. 34, it's again fine because it's 4 and 4. So no problem. 34 is added. Now, when it comes to 12, the first index of 12 is 0, 1, 2. And here we are dealing with 5. So not equal. So that's why 12 is not added. 100, the first index of 100 is 0. But here we are dealing with 6. So that's why they are not equal, so not added. So this is a way how you can get rid of all the duplicate numbers from an array and create an array with all unique numbers. I hope you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.